Back home now, members of the police service are holding a mass meeting in Khayelitsha today over what they say are unfair labor practices. Officers claim their pleas about nepotism have been ignored by provincial as well as national police bosses. eNCA's Athi Mtongana joins us live now from Cape Town with that story. Athi, being a police officer in this country is not an easy job with the high levels of crime. What exactly are their concerns, and who is there rather to receive their concerns?
Unfair labor practices is just some of the reasons why members of the South African police have gathered here in Khayelitsha in a mass meeting which is about to start. We believe that some members of the South African police in other provinces have also embarked on engaging in a similar meeting where they will be raising their issues pertaining to unfair labor practices, nepotism, and basically just unhappiness that has been brewing within the South African police services. A lot of the members saying that they do not get promotions that they feel they should under the leadership that is within the South African police. But I have with me the chair of the union that is representing the members of the South African police to unpack exactly what it is that they're unhappy about. Can you just tell us exactly why you have gathered here and why you have been unhappy for such a long time?
Okay, this emanated from the agreement of 2018 that was signed by the majority union. And we as members, we were never part of that. We were not informed. And then when we received this, we first thought it was a joke. We couldn't believe it. But up until we saw the document, then after seeing a document, then we all try to get members, to interpret the document so that we can understand what is this document all about. But when we check on the document, many members were not mentioned on that document. And then what stresses us worse is that members with 2 years experience, some are even 6 months of experience, were being promoted. And then there were members in the police service that have got degrees and diplomas, a number of years, more than 10 years and 15 years experience, that have been staying in the same rank, and those members are not catered for. And we've got our members like clerks, we've got our members cleaners that have been staying on level 3, others have been staying on level 7, and they were not part of that agreement. If the employer is capable of recognizing a skill, why they can't recognize an education? Now we want to compare which one has got more weight between a tertiary qualification, an internationally recognized skill, compared with a 5-week course. And there are members of the police services that are exposed to danger. Those are the first ones to respond to crime, that are at the police station, that were left behind. On that agreement, you will see that some will be promoted 2022, whilst the members that are opening gates in Parliament with 6 months experience are being promoted. Then what we did after that, we wrote a petition to the minister. We addressed the minister, deputy minister, and the national commissioner on the 24th of January 2019. Then we gave them 7 days where we tabled our demand. We gave them 7 days to respond. They did not respond. On the 7th of February, we sent a reminder that we are unhappy with the fact that you are not responding to our demand. We want to know. Still, they ignored us. After that, we came back to the masses. The masses gave us instructions that we must approach the portfolio committee and the parliament. Because if we are speaking to the minister is not listening to us. Minister is accountable in parliament. We had to go to parliament. On the 13th of February, we wrote a letter to the chairperson of the portfolio committee of police, Mr. Buchman, and then we wrote another one to Balegambete, the national speaker of the parliament.
It seems like your efforts to get the relevant people to hear your demands are not listening to you. And recently we heard the Minister of Police, Khayelitsha, saying how it would be illegal for you to go and strike. What is going to be the way forward? You've gathered here and you're gathering in other provinces, you're expressing your unhappiness. What is the way forward? Are we going to see police downing tools anytime soon? What is the way forward?
Athi, as we never said we are going on strike, but we don't rule the possibility. We are leading masses. If masses want that, it's high time that we go to the street. We know everything. We know the rules of the police. We've been in this service for quite a long time. But now, the minister and the national commissioner has pushed us towards the wall. We don't have any choice but to bounce, and we are going to bounce.
Thank you so much. Unhappy South African members of the police saying that they're not ruling out the likelihood of downing tools if their demands are not met by the relevant authorities, meaning the Minister of Police and obviously members of Parliament who are overseeing the committee that looks at matters pertaining to the South African Police Service.
Well, thank you so much for that update and for keeping us abreast with those developments. We will check in with you a bit later on. That was our reporter, Athi Mtongana, who is at that protest and giving us the latest from that meeting.